MrShine. MrShine.
So right away, it opens up with maybe the best part of the entire show, which is Young Folks by Peter, Bjorn, and John. There's a sad lady on the subway, listening to maybe the best part of this show. Maybe realizing that it's not going to get much better than that. Then it opens with Tom Cruise on a ledge, looking at a flat-headed guy and some girl. Tom Cruise hugs them, apparently he's their dad. And immediately we get an awkward scene with the dad clearly having feelings for their mom.
Fine. Like maybe I never should have left Manhattan fine, or taking a time out from my marriage was the best idea I ever had fine.
I mean, now I know all I need to know about Tom Cruise and his family. But it's cut by talks about having dinner.
Let's go home. I'm cooking.
So Tom Cruise cooks them up a meal and talks about some awesome meal. And the flathead guy sees the love of his life, pretty girl.
Spotted. Lonely boy.
Oh, sorry, apparently it's lonely boy, not flathead boy. That's cool. Boom! Action scenes! Lots of phones. Holy shit, Blair is apparently at the world's fanciest party. Oh, that's her mom, clearly. They have a great relationship.
Thanks, Mom. Keep that in mind.
Hey, look at this blue-eyed guy. Thanks, Gossip Girl, for setting up a bunch of families with really dysfunctional relationships.
Excuse me, Captain.
He's called the Captain, though. There's some drunk stoner man hanging out with a couple floozies smoking reefer in the middle of a party. Makes no sense. Neither does apparently having sex right away with the door. They didn't even try to lock the door. I don't know if you noticed. That guy is clearly the coolest guy ever. I think I'm going to call him Damien. Oh, Serena, our clear protagonist, is coming to crash this party where Blair and Blue-Eyed Guy are having sex. The horror. It's going to be so terrible. These two guys are going to have a falling out or something. Hey, are they going to have a good relationship? Serena and her mom? Let's find out.
Would they even let him out yet? Let's not discuss that right now, okay? I thought you might want to see some of your friends.
Oh man, their eyes lock. Boom, a door goes between them. Oh my god, the cinematography is amazing.
Serena.
Oh man, Floozy 1 and 2.
Of course I did.
Where's Damien? Is Damien still smoking in the back? He's probably smoking. Oh, no, he's drinking this time. Alright, thank God. We got through the first part. Now we're going to the next part with Serena Vanderwooten, Esquire III, sleeping next to her brother at the hospital. Clearly, this is a very nice lady, and her brother's pretty nice too. They're really hammering this home for us to see how nice she is and how not nice everyone else is.
No, I think what I'll do is go get him a croissant down the street.
Why would you say that way? Why can you not say croissant?
Let me guess, you told everyone Eric's just visiting Grandpa in Rhode Island.
Oh no. You remember when I was talking about wondering whether or not their relationship was good? Spoiler alert, we learned in 5 more minutes that it's not good, just like everyone else. Parents can be so difficult sometimes, right? Stupid parents never understand us. Tom Cruise finally made dinner. And it's been the next day. What a caring dad. It's like these poor schmucks have something that really matters, as opposed to the rich schmucks that have money and that's all. What life lessons we're learning here at Gossip Girl. His name's Nate, not Blue-Eyed Guy. The sexual tension is palpable.
I gotta get going and change for school. I'm gonna be late.
Serena.
No. No.
But you're back now.
I didn't come back for you. Look, Blair's my best friend, and you're her boyfriend.
A
and she
romantic
loves
past.
you. That's the way things are supposed to be.
He waited outside for her, and they had 40 seconds of dialogue. So Flathead Guy dodges traffic and runs to God knows where. Oh, he's catching a bus. That's cool. Smallville's on TV. Oh, Damien. What a dark, smoldering man. Meanwhile, the prep boy and the plucky poor one, they're already carving out their niches pretty well, I'd say. Oh man, dude, you totally should have boned her last night. Meanwhile, I was getting high with my floozy A and floozy B.
Are you following us or something?
No, I go to your school. Identical uniforms?
Man,
That
Flathead
kind
is
of
a pretty funny dude.
It's funny. So, you guys wanna...
Oh, he's so funny. So yesterday, Serena and Brenda or whatever were best friends. And now, the cat claws really get out.
So,
At the steps of school with a party
when's the party?
that she wasn't invited to. Oh my god.
Blair? Think we can meet tonight?
I'd love to.
So Tom Cruise apparently still can't get over the fact that he used to be in a band, you know, 8 years ago when he gave birth to Flathead Guy and the preppy girl. But again, we see the dynamic between the father and son and how helpful Flathead Boy is. Meanwhile, his sister, also priorities, must help in emergencies.
Yeah, because I had a great day.
Boring,
Kills a bunch of Rorschach tests they had
Boring.
some Jell-O for lunch.
Why didn't you save me any?
boring Rorschach test. Flathead Guy races to the emergency only to find his sister is shopping.
Well, you look good, Jen.
You look good, Jen.
Thanks.
While he helps her in the fashion emergency, Serena is seen.
Serena.
And Lonely Boy, aka Flathead, aka don't know his real name, decides instead of being introduced, he hides in a pile of clothing. Serena drops the biggest piece of fashion knowledge ever.
That dress would look even better in black.
Black. Cool.
Damien once again shows himself to be the dark, smooth stoner that we all know and love.
End up like her parents.
Talks more about sex, lewd remarks, being an asshole. It's almost like he's a one-dimensional character, but, you know, he's talking to Blue-Eyed Guy, so what do I know?
Prescription drug problem. But happiness does not seem to be on the menu, so smoke up and seal the deal with Blair, because you're also entitled to tap that ass.
More life lessons from Damien. We meet Blair and Serena having their battle at the bar.
I saw you at school with Cotty.
Although, aren't they all like high schoolers drinking martinis at a bar?
No, that's not what I mean.
Seems a little weird. So blah blah blah, Serena and Brenda or whatever clear the air, and basically they're best buds again. They're gonna be friends. They work it out. It's so great. They're so awesome. Thanks guys for doing your thing. Oh man, Serena hits the hooch. So Spintress comes back. She's gonna make her own Cinderella dress.
Hey.
Ah, the Invisible Man returns. You know, I really hope.
Apparently they didn't see each other since he hid in the bunch of dresses, and now they're, you know, airing things out at home. We learn that Flathead has feelings for Serena. It's almost like those two are going to find a way to get together in this show. By the way, if you didn't see the whole Prince and the Pauper thing going on in the show about the poor guy and the rich lady, they're really overdoing it here. They're literally spinning their own clothing. Damien emerges from his most recent smoke fest, pushes a bunch of ladies out of the way instead of going around, sees Serena drinking again, tries to put some moves on her. Clearly she's had a bit to drink. Damien apparently knows the way to a woman's heart.
Well, how about a grilled cheese with truffle oil?
And offers a grilled cheese sandwich. But only because she's hungry, she's gonna let this asshole make her a sandwich. It is a grilled cheese in truffle oil. The most compelling of all foods. Blue-Eyed Guy walks in on quite the sexy occasion.
Wow.
Wow. So instead of having sex, Blue-Eyed Guy decides that he's going to apparently drop some sort of hidden, forbidden truth as soon as he walks in. After Damien makes a sandwich for Serena, with a bunch of chefs in the background, he proceeds to try to rape her in a kitchen. He also blackmails her with hidden knowledge that only he knows. Quick flashback. Serena's dancing on a table, drunk. Blue-Eyed Guy is apparently trying to grab at her dress, trying to take a drink. They're laughing so much. Oh my god, the champagne popped. He makes a lewd joke. And then, disaster strikes. Two high schoolers look like they're about to kiss each other. Blue-eyed guy tells his now girlfriend this information after walking in on a sexy evening. Like the smartest man ever. Oh no, it's worse than that. They didn't just kiss. They kissed many times. They took off clothing. They're in some sort of bar. It's very well lit. Now their clothes are off. I think they actually did it. And Damien, the pervert that he is, stood above and watched. Damien tries to eat her face, just like Blue-eyed guy and her tried to kiss. And meanwhile, there's more fighting. Loving. Raping. Loving. Crying. Emotions. So many emotions. Pouring everywhere. Kicking the balls. Damien gets kicked in the balls. And that's how that scene ends. Holy cow. Lonely guy totally hip checks Serena. They meet, but she's totally plastered and totally pissed because she was just almost molested. Forgets her phone. The next day we see two hooligans chasing after a purse. Oh wait, no. It's another family love affair. And now we see a dad pimping out his son for business.
You love her, she loves you. It's just a rough patch, that's all. You don't give up just because things are hard. Not in business.
Oh, the drunk Serena still did remember Flathead guy.
You remember me?
Flathead and Serena end up having their first date.
Worse than the guys I do know.
They just really connect with that dialogue between the two of them. So light and flirty. So now we're at some random restaurant. The happy couple having a happy old time. So Brad chooses to allow himself to be pimped out by his dad. And apparently
I think that's a good idea.
they're totally back together right away without any problem.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. We have a nice daughter-dad moment here.
You look like your mother.
So now a limo goes, everyone's getting excited, everyone cannot wait for this sweet party, totally boozing before the party in the limo. Meanwhile, did anyone comment on the fact that Damien has a scarf this whole time? He's been wearing a ridiculous scarf this whole time. I don't really know how hot or cold it is, but that scarf is ridiculous. Lonely guy, Flathead Dan, also is wearing a ridiculous scarf. But he sees his lovely lady, and he is frozen in time at her beauty. Just like at the train station, their eyes lock. He doesn't know what to do with his hands while he holds that ridiculous scarf. So we're partying like it's 1999 at this big-ass party. Drinking, dancing. It's every high schooler's dream, this kiss on the lips party. And this high schooler that got an invite is so excited.
Who's the newbie?
Damien, like a shark, makes his move, swooping in like a dark bat with his ridiculous scarf.
I know, I mean...
She has the worst opening line, totally intimidated
Nice to meet you.
by this bow-tied, scarf-wielding doofus. So while everything is so flashy and exciting over there, we get a wholesome interaction between Flathead and Serena, helping Tom Cruise and his new old band get set up. Awkward moment.
I should go tune that, excuse me.
Instead of me bailing you out, son, I'm gonna go tune a guitar. Thanks for visiting my crappy band. Did she just steal someone's purse? Instead of talking, of course, Damien decides to go in for the kill.
You said you wanted to talk. What do you want to
What
talk
do you think
about?
she wanted to talk about? Wow, these two are really getting along so nicely. Unfortunately, disaster strikes. Rape McGee is forcing himself on his sister, and he knows that this is not a fashion emergency. So they crash the party, looking for Rapey McGee and the girl.
Okay, look for her.
Okay, yeah.
Meanwhile, the whole party is abuzz. Serena's back. She wasn't invited. She is gonna ruin Brenda's bash. They were best friends the day before. But Madame Forehead decides she's gonna throw down. The two lock eyes once more. They were friends. We again see all the emotional bonds between them shatter and reconnect. It's such a complicated relationship. So Rapey McGee Damien decided instead of, having a second chance of kissing her, is now on the rooftops. Scarfs abound. Damien's raping calling card, leading them like a trail of breadcrumbs to the rooftop. Flathead decides to take action and rescue his sister.
Son of a... What the hell is your problem? It's a party. Things happen. Who are you anyway?
I mean, it's a party. Things happen. Rapes sometimes happen. It's a party. Oh my god. We see a shot to the face. Flathead looks like insulted that the guy's face hurt his hands. Leaving Damien once again blue balls and himself on the roof. Speaking of blue balls, Flathead has to take home his almost raped sister so he doesn't get to spend the rest of the evening with Serena. But he's such a nice guy that he'll have a chance later, I'm sure. Meanwhile, Blue Eye drinks a beer. And there we go, we have some nice final music. They're sitting in the back of a cab. Flathead rescues his sister. He meets the girl of his dreams. They lock eyes for a moment. Serena still has baggage as she looks out the window. We can't wait for the second episode of this show where we learn more about their life and their relationship with one another. And that's the end of this pilot episode of Gossip Girl. It was so great. It had so many twists and turns. It had so many complex characters and relationships between those characters that were not in any way superficial or forced. The acting was stellar. It was a pretty swell thing. So there you go. We did it. We watched an episode of this show. I may not ever watch another episode of this show again. Goodbye.